po.
Crystal, so start na tayo.
Okay, everyone. Once again, thank you for joining this meeting. Once again, good evening and also welcome everyone to this Cheonbo Family's weekly meeting. We are now on our 44th week. We are very much happy to see you all, especially to our regional president, Reverend CIG, who is now in the Philippines. Furthermore, let us now prepare our hearts and minds to receive inspiration from our Cheonbo victors' testimonies. And without further ado, please let us put our hands together to welcome up Reverend Jaime O. Vergara to facilitate this meeting. Sir Jimmy, you are muted po.
So isang pinagpalang gabi po sa ating lahat. Thank you so much and good evening to everyone. So to begin with our meeting, first let us offer our greetings to our Heavenly Parent, to our true parents, by offering our half bow. Chunjin, Cheonbo munim ke Cheonbo baru. And now we would like to invite the couple of our Cheonbo Honorable Ray, Edina Caballero, to lead us in the opening prayer. I'd like to request Kuya Ray for the opening prayer. Okay, unmute Kuya Ray. Yeah. Unmute. Yeah, okay.
Kaya mag-start na po.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, let us pray. Brothers and sisters, please join me in my prayer. Our most beloved heavenly parents and true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. We are so grateful, Heavenly Parent, for this moment of time as we gathered here as Cheonbo families representing the Infantacation Blessed Couple, Heavenly Parent. We are so grateful to bow down before your sacred majesty. In behalf of all our ancestors, we are asking Heavenly Parents your presence to this moment of time as we gathered here in virtual meeting, talking about our tribal and Cheonbo mission. Please be with us in the whole activity. May your guidance be with us tonight. May your holy blessings upon us all. The people and all leaders are doing their best through their sincere devotions and dedication for the sake of your holiness and advancement in your providence. We are not yet worthy, Heavenly Parents, to be your mouthpiece. However, we pledge to comply everything since we receive your blessings We will continue to pursue for the establishment of the world of peace, Heavenly Parent, in a way to support our beloved True Mother, despite of all the crisis and hardship that we cannot avoid to prejudice the dispute, especially the Ukraine and Russia, where the world directly affecting every nations. It's another sorrow and pain in your heart every moment nowadays. Heavenly Parents, we earnestly hope and pray that we could be able to contribute for the settlement of every nation's collide around the world. That's why, Heavenly Parent, we are here asking your forgiveness because of our ignorance. We refuse to give the value of life. We are so blind in your purpose of creating us. It's because of our self-centered attitude that we have. Heavenly Parent, we are asking your blessings to give us a place to stand in the right moment of time in order to enhance all the leaders in every nation that the Lord has come. In behalf of all our ancestors, we will be your heavenly soldiers to pursue all the wickedness by bringing the truth of your love as our armaments inside our hearts. This is our endeavor till the last drop of our blood, sweat, and tears. This is not our mission, Heavenly Parent. Instead, we are obliged because this is our life. And thank you for having our beloved Reverend Masahichi Hori joining us personally in our country today as your representative to inspire us always in putting our life of faith strong and become much more productive. Thank you for all the blessings and protections. With humility and gratitude, I offer this prayer together with all elder blessed families, Cheonbo families, blessed families, all brothers and sisters all over the world, and in our name, Ray Raul Caballero and Blessed Central Family, Aju.
Aju. Thank you very much, our Honorable Ray and Edina, for the warm prayer to begin with our 44th Cheonbo meeting. So once again, let's greet each other with by greeting and by saying you are heaven's treasure and welcome to our 44th meeting. So let's greet each other with your wife, husband, or family, or brothers and sisters who are around with us. So let's say good evening to everyone. And especially welcome to our Chuniwon, Chairman Dr. and Mrs. Robert Pesquito. Thank you for joining with us. Of course, to our President Masaichi Puri. Now joining with us personally from headquarters, and to our Vice Presidents, Reverend Dr. Julius Malik Dem, and also to our Reverend Roni Sudustat, our national leader, Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo Halog, with all our Cheonbo families, brothers and sisters. Good evening. So today is a very historical day because we are joined by our regional president. As you all know, we had welcomed him personally here in the Philippines, and we are so happy to welcome him in our headquarters. And some of our leaders are joining with him just this afternoon, especially our regional leaders, meeting with him and with all the brothers and sisters also nearby yesterday and attending the welcoming ceremony. So thank you so much, and looking forward that you can also meet personally other blessed families and brothers and sisters from other regions as well. So today, it will be a very interesting and very exciting day again. Today is our 44th meeting, and we're looking forward to hear very important and very wonderful testimonies of our Cheonbo families. So at this point, to begin, let us again welcome, of course, we're very happy to see them in our headquarters. Other than our Chun Iwon, Chairman of Asia Pacific, let's welcome them, our Honorable Dr. Robert Esquitel and Tita Teresia for their welcoming words to each and one of us. So let's welcome them with our virtual clap.
Thank you. Thank you, Jaime and Shirley. It's always nice to see you together and leading this program. Of course, it's not just because President Hori is here physically, that's certainly part of it. But he will bring really the kind of the focus and the attention, not only of the spiritual world, really connecting Japan and Philippines, but more importantly, True Mother. True Mother's attention will be drawn here because of him being here. I think it's a really important effort that he made to come here, and we're very grateful that he is here. But you know what an iceberg is, floating in the water, and they say that just 10% of the iceberg can be seen above the water, and 90% is below the water. And it was this 90% that was unseen that ended up sinking the Titanic. The captain didn't see what was under the water, and the Titanic hit an iceberg on its maiden voyage and sunk. So if you don't see really the foundation, then you're liable to misjudge things. So Mother's Foundation, this World Summit was kind of like the 10% that we see that's above, that everybody sees, and it's really wonderful and it's glorious and it's beautiful, and it is. There's no doubt about that. But the 90% that they also need to see is really the Cheonbo, what the teachings of our true parents do in individual family relationships. And we hear the testimonies, and we'll hear more tonight, of the rejuvenation of their life of faith, the recommitment of love between the couples, the strength of that love. Those are the things that really, Mother has that foundation also, mother and father, true parents. That's kind of like the 90%. So this Cheonbo victors, Cheonbo, applicants and people that are applying and working candidates. Really, this is a very important, strong foundation for our true mother. If she just stood on the world stage alone without this foundation, I don't think she would have the impact that she does have. But as people get to know us more and more, they see not only, the depth of what we're doing, but they see really the impact that we're making on individual family lives. And this is really, really important. So again, thank you for investing yourself in your own family and investing into really helping other families to understand the teachings of our true parents, to understand the value of the traditions that we're setting, and also really the culture that we can create to educate and raise our children. So again, thank you. I look forward to the testimonies this evening.
Good evening, President Hori, and all regional directors, and all leaders, and all Cheonbo couples, and all Cheonbo challenges. Thank you so much for working so hard. And I want to excuse myself for a few times because I will again go to America to be with our children. We had the happy news, we are expecting another grandchild. and also from our daughter's in-laws side, they are having children, getting babies, and baby want to help out. So thank you for being here and working hard. God bless you.
Our daughter told us it's competition between their friends who can have the most kids now. Quite opposite what the world is doing, where there's not enough children. And yeah, it's really wonderful to see that. If I was the president, I mentioned this before, if I was the president or prime minister of a country, I would hold competition and which group has the strongest families, the most kids, and I would give them an award and promote them.
Adieu.
That time is coming. That time is coming. I'm sure we would win. Thank you.
Adieu. So thank you so much again. Congratulations in advance to our Dr. and Mrs. Robert Tito for the new grandchild. Yeah, we are really having a competition now, heavenly competition for more children, grandchildren. So we look forward also to have that and within this year. So thank you so much. So please sumabol na po kayo. Mga ano, mga wala pa dyan. Okay. Salamat po. Okay. So again, we would like to remind everyone, as we have reminded you last time when we had our special meeting. So our attendance, our heavenly protocol. So if possible, please open your cameras. So this from now on, our meeting, everybody should, if possible. If your internet is good and attending to our meeting, please open your cameras so that we can see each other beautifully and handsomely, because
Handsome.
we can all see all our Cheonbo families. You are really
Your beautiful
your
face.
brilliant, your shining faces. So yeah. Okay, so I think thank you so much. And let's proceed and let's go to the next to give his opening remarks. So let's welcome our Vice President of Asia Pacific 2 as well, our Reverend Dr. Julius Malignem, for his opening remarks. Let's welcome him with our virtual clap.
Thank you very much, Kuya Jimmy, Ate Shirley, and greetings, of course, to President Hori, Dr. and Mrs. Kittle, and we are praying for the safe travel of Mrs. Kittle going back to America. Greetings also to all our leaders, our national leader, Vice President Ronnie, all our Cheonbo families, Cheonbo couples and challengers, all our leaders, elders who are here. Very happy Monday evening, very special. For this time, President Hori is joining in this meeting from our Philippine headquarters. Yeah, so looks like the same because he's still in the Zoom, but actually it's very different. Substantially, he is with us and looks like dream because we were used to having him virtually in the Zoom, but this time he is really with us. Actually, we came a bit late because we just had a meeting with him guiding our regional leaders. So it's an opportunity for our regional leaders to give a very short update and information about the regions, and then at the same time President Hori is giving feedback, and that is actually very important as we are moving forward. You know, every Monday as I listen to the testimonies of victories as well as the struggles of our Cheonbo families and Cheonbo, you know, actually all this testimonies of victory and struggles of our Cheonbo victors, you know, I am so much amazed how powerful and how stronger our blessed families have become. And of course, it came a little bit late for some of us. But now, when I listen to many of your testimonies, many of us realize, right, actually we can do it, but we could not do in the past. So also earlier while we are waiting, so some of our brothers and sisters are looking at each other in the Zoom and then like describing, oh, you are not, you still look very young, and then describing the appearance. You know, probably many of us do not look young anymore. And some of us may have lost that, youthful glow. Maybe some of us have lost already our, like black hairs. Some of us already like started to color your hairs. Or even some of us may already have lost their hairs. But, do not worry, because important is you did not lose your heart. One very powerful Bible verse talks about in the book of Samuel, for the Lord God does not see as man sees. Man looks at the appearance, but the Lord God looks on the heart. Actually, it applies so much on the Cheonbo, because the more our brothers and sisters have become elders, have become, elder blessed families, but the heart of doing something for the providence intensified because of the Cheonbo providence. As Cheonbos, your heart, I would say, became more valuable and desirable than before, because you have become heaven's treasures. And, yesterday, maybe some of you have joined us. I hope that you have listened to the message of President Hori during the welcoming ceremony. And then that time, President Hori outlined 3 important historical lines, particularly of a certain nation. And for example, in the Philippines, he mentioned 3 historical lines. One is the history as the foundation of becoming a nation. So, the external, the how Philippines become a nation. So that is the first historical course or line. And then the second one is the history of the Philippines based on Christianity. So when we started to become Christianized as a nation, when Spain came, and then our Filipinos started to have Christian faith, practice Christian faith. And then the third line, or the third historical course that President Hori mentioned, is the history of our nation based on true parents' providence, based on the footprints of our true parents. So when I listen to this, actually, it looks like also this is like the history of restoration. It starts from external and then becomes internal to more internal. So that is why, the Cheonbo history, or the path of Cheonbo, especially now as we listen to many, breakthroughs, testimonies of what you are doing for your tribe, how you are supporting the national restoration. All of this recorded history belongs or becomes part of the bigger history based on True Parents Foundation. So that means you become historical people. We become, because of the foundation of our true parents, we become part of that bigger providence and history that President Hori mentioned, the third line, the third historical line and historical course. So that means, brothers and sisters, every time we, I still, this is ongoing process. Many of you already have accomplished your 430 couples blessing. Many of you already have accomplished liberation and blessing of 4 lineages of 430 generations. But it doesn't stop there, right? Next is how our children can inherit this kind of foundation. How that Cheonbo lineage will continue to our 2nd generation, to our 3rd generation, and how we can expand more within our tribe, how we can have more Cheonbos in our tribe. So that's why this, although this is like, ongoing process, but this is something very, exciting, because we are part of True Parents history. We are part of True Parents history. Dr. Kittle mentioned about the iceberg, that what we see is like, only 10% of what is actually happening below the water. It's the same. Looks like what we're doing is very simple, or maybe, of course, it's not easy, but looks like very small contribution for the providence. But when these are all put together, all the Cheonbos in the Philippines, all the Cheonbos in Asia Pacific, all the Cheonbos in Africa, in Europe, in America, put together, then this actually becomes, like a very powerful force to support our true parents this time. So let's continue to do our best, guiding and raising up more our blessed families, and especially also educating the young people in our tribe. So I really appreciate all our Cheonbos who are really investing so much, also educating the young in your tribe. So let's have a very fruitful and a very wonderful gathering this evening. 감사합니다.
네. 감사합니다. Thank you so much to our Reverend Dr. Julius Manikdem for that welcoming remarks. So at this point, let us also open again our camera, brothers and sisters, to acknowledge the presence of our regional president of Asia Pacific II, President Masaichi Huri. So let's welcome him with our virtual clap. Thank you for joining with us, President Huri. So at this point, we are going to listen to the brief report or the summarized report of our HTM department that was consolidated for the past activities for last week. So we would like to present to you this short video report from our HTM department. So let's watch this video. Thank you so much, our HTM department, for that brief report for the past last week's activities of our HTM from the different tribes and from other regions as well. So thank you so much. So we look forward that we can have more follow-up activities and education to our HTM blessed families for this month of March. So at this point, we are going now to receive and listen to the testimonies of the best practices of our Cheonbo families. So with your indulgence, we would like to feel sorry to some of the blessed couples who were not able to make their PowerPoint or the presentation because of their internet, like our couple from our honorable from Samar, Cheonbo family, Cipriano, and also with our Cheonbo families, Adolfo Arellano. So we have selected some of the best testimonies and best practices of the past that that has not been seen by our President CIG Huri. So with this, we are going to present. First is the best practices and testimony of our STM Cheonbo couple from La Union, our Honorable Felix and Unita Sanchez for the best practices and testimony, and also from Bicol, our Cheonbo couple, Honorable Virgilio and Marlene Tampiok. So we are going to have that for this evening. So first, we are going to receive the testimony from our Honorable Felix and Unita Sanchez from La Union. So let's welcome them with our virtual.
A pleasant day to our heavenly parents, victorious two parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. To all leaders, blessed central families,
and to all brothers and sisters around the world, it is our pleasure to make this testimony.
I am Felix Sanchez, and this is my wife, Eugenita Sanchez from La Union, Philippines.
We joined the Unification Church during the early 80s.
I was first introduced to the CARP Youth Organization. We attended the blessing in February 1999 and proudly joined the 400 million couples blessing order.
As our unified responsibility, being the members of the Unification Church, to live for the sake of others and to share the blessing with others are our prime missions.
During the 90s, we already started witnessing couples until such time that we're able to complete the Heavenly Tribal Messiah Mission with 430 couples, both horizontal and vertical.
It has also been our privilege to have been part of the Cheonbo couples that elevates us to a distinct sense of inspiration. From then on, we started involving other friends, relatives, and people from our local communities to learn about our organization.
The chosen 43 couples have been envisioned to become tribal leaders in their respective families and community to uplift, instill, and propagate the divine principle of our true parents. They will serve as our solid foundation to perpetuate the teaching of our organization.
How did you fulfill this mission?
We first established the witnessing environment and build bridges of our partnership. Being in line with the engineering construction firm, banking and finance, we use our profession to expand our networks, allowing us to serve for the greater purpose.
We transform the business opportunities as our way of witnessing others.
This is why we established good relationship with the Rotary Club, Department of Education, Community of Contractors, Circle of Professionals, business sectors from both public and private affiliation, local government units, the municipality, and the government leaders.
Through such partnerships and collaboration, we invited them to join the Interfaith Blessings, attend weekly education divine principle lectures, and international conferences.
We also regard simple occasions such as birthdays, wedding anniversary as a great chance to witness. We have come to realize that as the company expands, the witnessing mission continues to grow.
While it is true that witnessing is not easy, it has become worthy because of its purpose to share the principles and lessons learned from our true parents.
We take and follow the footsteps that our two parents have set before us.
We use our God-given gifts and providence to enlarge and expand our service in strong pursuit of the restoration of mankind, and this is our humble share.
Living for the sake of others is the universal principle that defines the way we should live our lives, the one law of the true way of life.
Father Sam Young-Woon once said, "What is the path of us to live a true life?" As we go on the path, the main thing we should keep in mind is to live for the sake of others. Confucius, Jesus, Muhammad, and Buddha all affirm this truth. Living for the sake of others is the universal principle that defines the way we should live our lives, the one law of the true way of life.
The way to be influential is not through ruling the government. It starts inside your home. The providence of salvation doesn't begin from the top. It begins in the family.
After all, this is one legacy that we will fulfill for the rest of our lives.
This will be our lifetime commitment to establish more solid business and financial providence for the Philippines and to the whole world. It has been such a great privilege to have shared our humble testimony to each and every one.
Let's bring victory for heavenly parents and true parents.
Adieu.
Thank you so much to our Honorable Felix and Ao Sanchez for that very wonderful presentation. As you all know, our Honorable Felix is in charge now of our business department nationwide. So with that, then that's a great testimony of how they were able to work it out. So from the early beginning, and now they are very, very successful business venturing to the different organizations and also as well as in different fields. So thank you so much with that best practices, very short, but very wonderful presentation. Okay, so at this time, we would like to move on to the next Cheonbo families. So let's welcome the Cheonbo families from the Bicol region, our Honorable Virgilio and Marilyn Tampiok for their testimony and for their best practices. Let's welcome them with our virtual clap.
Hello and good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
Please listen to our presentation.
Dr. and Mrs. Robert Kittel, Reverend and Mrs. Masaichi Hori, Dr. and Mrs. Jaime Vergara, Dr. and Mrs. Julius Malikdem, Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo Halog, all Cheonbo couples, blessed members, a pleasant evening.
I am Mr. Virgilio Tampio.
And I am Mrs. Marlene Tampio.
We belong to the 400 million blessing couple in the year 2000 as PMC and inaugurated as a Cheonbo couple last October 2021.
Tonight, I'm going to present to you the journey of our Heavenly Tribal Messiah mission as we are inaugurated as one of the Cheonbo couple last October 2021. Let me introduce my family. My eldest child, who is my only daughter, recently graduated from her PhD, is a master teacher of the Department of Education. She just received the Most Outstanding Teacher Award in the Department of Education, Province of Camarines Sur, and she has been contributing much in the liberation and blessing of our ancestors and in our HTM works. The second child is our first son, who is working at the Department of Agrarian Reform. He is currently preparing for his bar exam. It was easy for us to link with the Heavenly Tribe Messiah Blessed Families, since he has been working with the families as they are Department of Agrarian Reform beneficiaries. He organized gift giving with his classmates at the school children who are also children of our HTM tribe. And just like Choan, she has been supporting financially to the liberation and blessing of our ancestors and in our HTM works. Our third child, our second son, is a former OFW in Japan who contributed a huge portion for the liberation blessing of ancestors and for the improvement of our house so that our VIPs could recognize spiritual and material development in our family as we model and conveys heaven's blessing to our community. After his contract in Japan, he is now an employee of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. Our fourth child, who is our third son, is a junior officer at the Philippine Coast Guard headquarters in Manila. He has helped in financing also our HTM activities and serve as our driver to our missionary works and HTM works when he is on vacation. Our fifth child, a son, and our best blessed child is a college student at this time. The four of them, Shoan, Jay, King, and Bon, are preparing for their matching. I am proud to say that all of my 5 children have been supporting financially and are always ready to give support as a lecturer, as a driver, as a support staff, or as member of the technical working group during our mission.
Our pioneering highlights the PTARP Orientation Seminar for University Professors and Instructors at Partido State University in 2000 with Dr. Kachala and Dr. Sena. We also hosted Peace Leadership Conferences and Family Blessing in Lawak, Pangasinan, and Peace Leadership Conference for Philippine Army and Department of Education teachers from 2011 to 2012 here at Partidos District, Province of Camarines Sur.
We started our ancestors' liberation in November 2005 at Tanay Rizal. My husband, Virgilio Tampio, offered the wish paper to Day Monim. The photo of our family in the Holy Ground last 2005 during the liberation of our ancestors. After 16 years, we were able to welcome our 430 generation of blessed ancestors. It took us a while due to financial constraints. After welcoming the blessed ancestors, I dreamed of walking up the mountain with beautiful scenery. In my journey, I was greeted by people in white clothing. That was at Mount Isarog, a place where my dreams are coming true. As true parents declared that people will be coming to us. Last April 17, 2021, during the 18th birthday of my blessed child, we were invited to have the UPF orientation for indigenous people or IPs to 22 Tabangon chieftains and indigenous people mandatory representatives of the municipalities of Coa and Tigaon, province of Camarines Sur. That day is the start of the realization of my dream. As we continued our mission, we have the support of the family of our regional leader and provincial leader. So in the picture, you can see there our regional director, Pastor Glo, and her husband, Pastor Rayland, with their children, Sander and Junice. And we have there also our provincial leader, Honorable Ariel Villaferte, with his daughter, Kix. We had a support of our UPF Regional Director, Honorable Alex Basabe, UPF Regional Staffs, and 2020 Cheonbo Couple, Honorable Estolonio. And also, a support of our HTM coordinators, Sister Nina Yang, and guest speaker, Sir Nelson Bilano. We had HTM blessing activities for 5 barangays surrounding Mount Isarog. First, at Barangay Halawi-Gogon, Gawa Camarines Sur with 3 couples. Second, at Barangay Katagbakan from April to June 2021 at the 3 different venues. Then, at Barangay Buyo with 27 couples. Fourth, at Barangay Aroro with 160 couples. Finally, after 7 months of HTM blessing activities, we completed our 430 couples at Barangay Digdigon, Gawa, Camarines Sur. Our blessed families had indemnity stick and a 3-day ceremony orientation for those couples who succeeded in their 40-day separation period. After the completion of our 430 couple blessing, we gave back by supporting the HTM mission of the 3 Cheonbo applicants at Barangay Payatan, Gawa, Camarines Sur. Then, at Barangay Tabgon, Gawa, Camarines Sur. And at Barangay Kabalinadan, Tigaon, Camarines Sur. Our strategy for sustainability are: first, we had weekend home visitation. Then, Christmas party and gift giving. Then, sharing of testimony, wherein one of the blessed wife is expecting a blessed child. And a newly blessed couple are grateful for their peaceful home. Then, we had also the distribution of rice and hygiene kit. Our best strategy for sustainability is through Pure Love education for IP's youth and children of blessed IP members. Another is No Teen Pregnancy campaign for IP's girls. Also, Pure Love education for Sangguniang Kabataan. Our HTM Blessed Family Youth also participated in the Rally of Hope. We had also community involvements for senior citizens and Holy One ceremony. For our HTM tribe who went to the spiritual worlds, we hold Sumwa ceremony. First, to Mr. Ludovico Cano Brondo. Then, to Mr. Leon R. Arsuan Jr. and to Mr. Barbe Pagador. Our HTM tribe members are also participating in the evening devotion and in the virtual HJLT. We are strengthening our linkaging with government offices through attendance in municipal action team meeting, linkaging with local government units, and through distributing through parents' memoir. We also had a linkaging with National Commission on Indigenous People or NCIP. We started that with a UPF orientation with chieftains and IPMR last April 17, 2021. Then an interagency visitation to ancestral domain last December 14, 2021, and a meeting with NICP Assistant Regional Director for MOA drafting last January 5, 2022. To complete our report, I would like to share this through parents' word. The best way to remove fallen nature is to serve millions of people as your Abels. If you sow the seeds of sincere dedication with all your efforts, they will come to bear fruit.
Thank you so much for listening. Good evening. Maray na bangki. Asin, maayong gabi sa atong tanan.
Wow, that's a very wonderful testimony. So let's give our virtual clap to our Tampiok family, our Cheonbo families from Bicol region. Thank you so much. God bless you. So we learned a lot from your testimonies and for the best practices. So I hope with that, and we can really give our appreciation and also recognition to the works, not only from that family, but also for the whole region and all our Cheonbo families as well. So thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. So at this point, we are going to listen to one of our Cheonbo challenger to give his reflection, and he's currently the president of our IAYSP Bicol region, and he's also is now blessed with a Thai sister, and hopefully very soon then can start the family, and so that they can also become our Cheonbo challenger. So without further ado, let us welcome our Mr. Ronan Diaz to give his reflection for these testimonies. So let's welcome him with our virtual clap.
And good evening po. Audible po ba ako? Naririnig po?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes. Good evening to all our elders, leaders, Cheonbo families, blessed families, brothers and sisters. Good evening to everyone. So again po, my name is Ronan Bilumbias. Ano lang po, I'm not yet blessed. Ngayong April pa lang po ang aking blessing. So yeah, and I'm now the regional president of the IAYSP Bicol. Yeah, so it's very inspiring to witness all the our Cheonbo families giving their strategies, their hardship, their mission on the tribal Messiah. Yeah, 2 days ago, I think yesterday I just invited by Honorable Tampiok family to give divine principle lectures to their tribe. Ayan, so I'm so happy to be involved also in HTM mission. And actually, since 2019, I was actively doing HTM mission in the province of Rizal. And even I came back to Bicol, I'm still doing HTM mission. So ayun po, I am really amazed about this kind of mission. Actually, it's not about complying of the responsibility of being blessed family, but you know, me personally, I really grow, especially my heart, serving people, giving lectures, especially I have to walk, you know, very far, mountains to mountains. I even had to travel on the sea just to just to reach the tribe. Yes, it's very difficult, but it's very wonderful experience talaga po. And actually, me personally, even though I'm not yet blessed, seeing those blessed families are doing their best to fulfill the HTM mission, it gives me the drives, the courage to become a blessed family also. Ayun po. Akala nyo po you're just doing the mission. But again, we as the young people in the movement, in the church, when we see all of those families sacrificing so much, dati po mga fundraising lang din po kayo. And we cannot imagine now you are like serving the tribe, the 430 families. Imagine, so sa amin din bilang mga kabataan, bilang mga young people in the movement, we are also being inspired of your dedication na hindi imposible lahat as long as we have the heart to live not for our own self but for the sake of the others. So it is very wonderful na hindi lang sa mga lectures, sa mga seminars natin nakikita yung mga words na living for the sake of others, but upon joining in this very great mission, so I could feel personally, nagkakaroon ako ng personal experience, ganito pala yung divine principle. So without experiencing HTM mission, I think it's very difficult for us to really understand the divine principle, all the teachings of our true parents. Yeah, and actually I would like to share one of our sister. I know everybody knows Rika Murphy. So she joined the synergy actually without having the divine principle. She's not a member. She's just a normal student in the university. Yeah, but after winning the synergy world champion, so it's very also great responsibility for me to educate her. Yeah, I just gave her divine principle chapter 4, so she's not yet finished. And you know what keep on her herself coming always to the center. I asked her why bakit gustong-gusto niya sa center, bakit gustong-gusto niya sa organization. So she tell me kasi she knows very well the situation of the center. We are not well off. So we always do food racing, you know. So despite of those situations in the center na nadadatnan niya, and lagi niya din nakikita po yung mga, he always saw those relief goods inside the center. So she's just always asked, so saan daw gagamitan? So we always say to her na for our HTM mission for the people outside. So those I think those lifestyle that we have, I think it makes her more attachable to us. So sabi niya nakakatuwa na kahit wala daw tayong masyadong makain, but still we have the heart to give. So yun po yung naging sa kanya, naging reasons daw sa kanya to keep on being with us. So yun po, it's very wonderful na na-attract po natin. So HTM mission is like a magnet, no, to the people, showing them the goodness, the lifestyle that people should do. It is the living for the sake of others. So me personally, I am very grateful and happy to all of our elders, blessed families, especially our Cheonbo families, for your sacrifices for all of us. So I will also determine myself to become blessed family first. And then hopefully when time comes that I already completed the ancestors liberation and 430 HTM blessed families, I hope that there will be still like this every Monday sharing of the ceremonies and the strategies so that I could also share mine. So maybe I don't know how many years, but yeah, I will determine myself to to become like all of you, especially all our Cheonbo families. So with that, I thank you very much, everyone, and good evening po, and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you so much to our IAYSP President of Bicol Region for that reflection. Yeah, so we extend our advance congratulations to you for your blessing, hopefully soon, very soon, and challenge yourself to become our Cheonbo family as well. So thank you so much, Kuya Ronan. And so at this point, let's proceed to the takeaways and comments of our Regional Vice President, our Reverend Ronnie Sulusta, for his words of inspiration to the testimonies and also for the best practices. So let's welcome our Vice President, Reverend Ronnie Sulusta.
Quiet, please. I will speak. Good evening to our most loving heavenly parents and our victorious true parents. First po, I would like to say sorry because I am in a quarantine facility right now in Thailand, and we are just in one room. So you can hear my very active daughter singing in the background. And also, it seems that my video has COVID. Yung video ko po may COVID yata. Siya, automatic nag-off po siya. And I do not know why. So I would want to excuse myself on that one, just in case mag-off po siya. So anyway, today, once again, we were given the opportunity to hear the testimonies of Honorable Felix and Tita Au. Also, family, yung Lodi ko na family po, since I hear their lecture last time, their testimony last time, the Tampiok family, yon. Upon reflecting on my life, one thing po that really strikes me is the quotation of our true father. True father said, the reason we believe in God is that God believes in us first before we believe in Him. You know, there are many moments in my life that even I myself, I couldn't believe in myself. I had self-doubt and everything. When President Hori asked me to become the vice president, I had that moment of doubt, you know, and when I received the revelation in the middle of, you know, my COVID experience, the revelation to do my HTM, to pursue my HTM, I had also I doubt myself. But then this very quotation of our true father really helps me to realize many things. As I'll repeat, the reason we believe in God is that God believes in us first before we believe in Him. So to all the kagaya ko po, challenger of 43 couples and challenger of HTM blessing, sometimes we doubt ourselves, without our resources, without everything that is in us. But it is in this time that true Father reminding us that God relying on us, that God believes on us, and God choose us, God choose our family. You know, today when once again I could hear the testimony of Sir Felix, one thing that I realized right now, HTM, Cheonbo mission should not become another mission, but it should be part of our lifestyle. You know, that we can connect with our life, we can connect with our work. It should not be just another stress or another things that has nothing to do with our current life. Had I realized this one, had I heard about this one, I perhaps there's something different also in my approach. But you know, from Sir Felix's testimony, even before, how he used even simple things in his life, you know, like the birthday of his only son, use this to live for the sake of others, to have foundation of Cheonbo, and also use the connections to build connection with his circle of VIPs, and also knowing the people. Kaya po, when Sir Felix, the likes of Sir Felix and other people ask me to go to their place and give lecture and inspire people, I am so empowered to do that one because I could feel that, being to belong with this tribe, to belong with this foundation is something that we should be proud of, something that it can become our pride. And of course, the Tampiok family, when there is one missionary in your family, God is happy. But imagine when there is the whole family uniting together for this goal, 10 times, 100 times, we make Heavenly Parents happy. We make true parents happy. And, it's a big sana all for me, considering the restoration of my life, the restoration of my blessing. And I'm looking forward that we could multiply this best practice, and the world could hear this best practice. Ano po pang museum po talaga yung ganitong mga testimony, something that we are so proud to show to the people, not just in the Philippines, but in the other parts of the world. Thank you so much to the children who united with your parents. I hope my daughters will become just like you po. And as sinabi ko po to before, and I will say it again, teach us how you raise your children so that we could become a blessed family like you, that we could teach naturally, we could teach Yojong to our family. So maraming salamat po. And I hope that this kind of testimonies could help us that HTM, Cheonbo family is not just for random people in the street, not just for random people in barangays, but if we use our connections, if we connect to the right people, then mas stable po siya and mas long-lasting. Ganun po yung nakita po natin with all the testimonies today. Thank you so much for that one. And also, Ronan, thank you so much for your testimonies and reflections as well. Magandang gabi po. And iwas po tayo sa COVID lahat. Thank you and good evening, everyone.
Thank you so much to our Vice President of our Asia Pacific 2, as well as the President of IAYSP AP2 for that comment and words of inspiration again, for the takeaways from the testimony and for the best practices of our Cheonbo families. So let's give again another virtual clap to our Reverend Ronnie Sulosta. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think we are all set. We are ready to receive the a special message from our Asia Pacific 2 Regional President, fresh from our headquarters in the Philippines. Let's welcome our Reverend Masachi Kuri. Let's give him our virtual clap.
Good evening, all Cheonbo Victors family, all Cheonbo Challengers family, also all leaders and best families. Yeah, I feel a little bit sorry. This is a casual clothes, but this is gifted from our headquarters staff and leaders. So this is like gifted when I arrived in Philippines. So I'm so happy now to be here, and also this is another gift. So it's a traditional clothes. I mean, I don't know how shall I say this one. This
Barong, President Hari, Barong.
Barong?
Yes, President Hari.
No.
Barong Tagalog.
Yeah, Barong. Its size is XL, X large. So I thought it's enough for me, but still small. So
Dapat triple XL.
So I tried to wear, but I gave up. So we need more bigger one. But anyway, thank you very much to showing such a kindness.
The height also.
So yeah, for today, thank you for the precious testimony from our Mr. and Mrs. Sanchez tribe. Yeah, with dignity, and it's like yeah, it's almost the presidential speech as couple. So yeah, always giving I mean to support material and also gives heavenly blessing, this invisible value, and also education. Education is much more important, not just giving blessing once, but the educate is to nurturing, to nurture, to raise up somebody. So it's that's the whole I mean develop. So so it means the all Cheonbo family is, the role of Cheonbo family is literally the same role as two parents for them. So it's very yeah. So thank you for such the good testimonies, and also another beautiful testimonies from Tampiok tribe. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Tampiok, and with wonderful 5 children. Yeah, actually that the testimony Julie, it's like it seems like a sandwiches between dream about Mount Isorog and also some actual activity, and then showing her love for wonderful 5 children. So it's like a sandwiches. So so that's so beautiful testimonies. I'm very it's very lovely to hear that. So yeah, eventually I mean I know me couldn't start that couldn't start the even challenge to be a Cheonbo. So but even one family, you when start giving blessing, even one family, that family is already step into the heavenly, I mean into the nation kingdom, heavenly kingdom on earth. So yeah, those people can say I'm in heavenly kingdom now. So, so when they finish all of them, 430, now clearly they can say we entered the heavenly Canaan, and settlement it has been done. So and also and I'm so happy to hear the reflections of Mr. Lonam Bias. Yeah, thank you. I'm also a regional leader. So we are regional leader PAL. So I'm very happy yeah, you are working so hard as young leader of this movement. And at the same time, thank you for showing your respect toward elder family and its and their achievement. So that's a beautiful tradition of our unification tribe. Actually, we are all one tribe. No, I mean, no need separate Horit's tribe and Vergara's tribe. We are all one tribe, actually, centering on two parents. And also, we are the part of two parents, the tribe member of two parents. So, I'm in Philippines now, but yeah, it's hot. And I came to the nation in Japan is in winter. Just it's the spring it's beginning, but in here the summer it's beginning. So skipped a spring season. So yeah, it little bit hot, but surprisingly, I never feel sorrow or lonely. It's moved to I mean, yeah, it's really come back to the hometown. So so I'm very grateful for all. So they welcoming so enthusiastically. Yeah. So I'm very happy and thank you to accept me as the genuine member of your families. Thank you very much, all of Philippine members. So now we can proceed even with we can yeah, I can invest now much more and energetically. So so yesterday and today, yeah, and we had a meeting whole day long, and yesterday also several ceremonies and Sunday services, Sunday service, and some ceremonies, and another meeting. So, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm spending time so well. So, but yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you very much, and let us go forward. Yeah, so to be yeah, the victory of Cheonbo Providence is like a it's the to like a, to make a baby's body. That's important, but I mean, but even completed, still, I mean, still baby is baby, and need all the blood should circulate. So after the victory, the life process of life is we need circulate all the blood and fresh airs and all those things, nerve, responding, the all things is given receive action. Those given receive action should start and never stop. The action of love centering on to parents. So we need continue to live as Cheonbo, genuine Cheonbo families. So yeah, let us keep inviting new Cheonbo challenger like us, Mr. Lonam Bias. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the inspiration. Again, our President, Masaichi Huri, for your continuous guidance and inspiration, encouraging every one of us. So that's why this platform is made so that we can encourage more of our blessed families, especially from the Philippines. All our elders, leaders can become our Cheonbo families by next year. So let's continue to challenge again. So brothers and sisters, Cheonbo families, let's give our virtual clap again. Gratitude to our President Masaichi Huri for being with us now in the Philippines. Very soon, he's going to meet personally some of our brothers and sisters around Metro Manila and also nearby provinces. So let's prepare our hearts to welcome our two parents representative. So thank you, President Huri. So with that, then we would like to proceed to our national leader, our Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo Halog for his closing remarks. So let's welcome him with our virtual clap.
Thank you very much for our Reverend Jaime and our Ate Shirley. To all our beloved leaders, our beloved Regional President, President Masaichi Hori, Dr. and Mrs. Kittle, and also Dr. Julius and Reverend Ronnie, beloved Cheonbo families and brothers and sisters, good evening to all of you. And we are truly grateful to Heavenly Parent and true parents for this another regular meeting that we are having today. And this is truly special because, of course, we have now our regional president in our country. So really, this is first time for him to come and bring up to the Asia Pacific region too, and representing the 20 nations. We are truly honored and grateful to receive him in our country. We really feel that not only him came, but really true parents came to our country. Yeah, and actually we made the President Hori very busy. Today is his second day, really full day of meeting and continuously guiding us. We are truly grateful for bringing us such wisdom, and also today he could listen to reports from our regional leaders, and I think he could now understand more somehow our nation, and then slowly po a lot of schedules actually he has. So I hope in his first time to come in this country until end of this month, he can know more and he can guide us more, help us more to fulfill our responsibility and our nation's responsibility as a second daughter nation, and truly we can bring more victory to heavenly parents and true parents. Yeah, so really, I believe all brothers and sisters in the Philippines are truly overwhelmed for this time that we could receive finally our regional president in our country. Also, I'm thankful today for Engineer Felix family, tribe, and also the family of Tampiok tribe family for their really great testimonies. Already we have listened to them, and that's why again we are listening. We could really learn many things from their best practices, and really this is very important to continue to encourage each and every one of us. Yeah, so President Hori's guidance really is emphasizing very deeply. I think helping us to understand more the importance and value, also especially of this providence also of Cheonbo. And in the beginning, President Hori mentioned that the role of Cheonbo family is like the role of true parents. So we are really like small true parents. This is truly our goal. Still, of course, we are on the way to really resemble our true parents. But at least if we know that this clearly that this is really the goal and then the expectation of true parents, then if we are always aware, then we can be able to every day improve and develop ourselves. How can I really become like true father, our wife, the women, how they can like become true mother. So with this understanding, I think we can advance forward and really improve continuously ourselves and really become the children that can make heavenly parents and true parents proud of. Yeah, and we belong to one tribe. We don't need to separate. He mentioned really we are one family, one tribe centering on our true parents. And yeah, despite the victory also of Cheonbo, so he is emphasizing should be the like he said that victory of heaven's providence is like baby's body, and he's emphasizing like the blood circulation should be continuous. So we cannot stop. We cannot stop. We need to continue and continue to invite our blessed families, even our single members now, to also start to dream that one day they will really become Cheonbo. They can start slowly. That's why continuously we need to invite and increase more challengers, because this is really the desire of our beloved true parents for all of us to really become Cheonbo families, become really the treasures of heaven. And then really one day in our community, it will be visible to outside a community. Naturally, people will going to come after us. Time will come, witnessing will be easier because they will going to see the substance, what true parents have created. And then through us, substantial blessed families, substantial Cheonbo families, they cannot deny. They cannot deny. That's why Dr. Kito said in the beginning, time will come. That's why if we just continue as like the blood continuously circulating, and then our foundation, the true parents have started, will increase continuously. Really one day, world peace will really be realized. All people can really attend, heavenly parent can attend our true parents. Aju? Yes, po. So thank you very much. And also President Ronnie shared, I think this is also very important. Sometimes we feel burdened. Yeah, another mission, another responsibility. As what we could see from the testimonies of the two honorable families, this is not really like separate from our daily life. So if we like really make it as part of our daily life, so it will not be a burden for us that another mission, right? So if we really think and really act in accordance to like that kind of thinking that this is part of our daily life, then we will not feel burdened, but it will just become part of our daily living, really reaching out to people, educating them. Especially we have our 430 baht that will not end there. We need to really raise them up, starting from maybe 3 couples, 12 couples, 36 couples, and then 43, and then ultimately until we can really educate them very well and raise them up. So President Hori actually is emphasizing the importance of really education. Today we could really see from regional leaders report also, we have blessed many people, thousands of people like in Palawan. But we can see also very small, out of 30,000 they have blessed, they have now 32 regular members out of 30,000 that they have blessed based from the report from Palawan. So still a lot of effort is really needed still until this time, but really with Heavenly Parents and True Mother with us, we can truly make it. And then with the guidance also of our regional president directly now with us guiding us. So as we unite and work together, we can truly bring victory, and we can really support our True Mother to advance the providence, especially for the advancement towards the realization of Heavenly Unified Korea and Heavenly Unified World. Once again, thank you so much to all our very hardworking leaders and Cheonbo families and brothers and sisters. Let's really continue to be able to really bring success and victory, joy and happiness to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Thank you very much once again, and let's have a wonderful week ahead, and see you po again next Cheonbo meeting. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much to our national leader of our Family Federation, the Philippines, for the closing remarks. So with that, I hope we'll continue to expand little by little to reach out all our 43 so that they can also reach out to their tribe as well. So this is our main mission responsibility, to grow and expand little by little. So with that, we would like to conclude our meeting. So we'll just remind again all our Cheonbo families, even though you have finished your presentation, you can improve that, because as of this time, we are now collecting all the testimonies and then the best practices, and we'll put that into one. So so that we are going to, as our Vice President said, it's very important to for the future, for our next generation to see all the testimonies of our Cheonbo families. So we're going to put that into one site where our youth can see that one, and even our next generations can see what our accomplishments for in the past. So if you can improve more of your testimonies, your presentations, please do that, and then submit it to our headquarters, to our HTM department, so that that will be compiled. And for those who were not able to make it, those who have not yet been assigned or going to be assigned, so please, as early as this time, please do it now. No need for you to be reminded that next week will be yours, so that by the time that you are your schedule, then you can just present that report. Okay, so we would like to collect all the testimonies of our Cheonbo families, because we are increasing not only our numbers but also every year. So until all our blessed families can have all the testimonies. So please do your best to have the best testimony and your report to heaven, just like our treasure. We can leave it behind on earth and also bring it to Heavenly Parent. Aju. So with that, we would like to conclude our meeting with the closing prayer. There are also our, yeah, please go ahead.
Just a short announcement, an invitation to all our Cheonbo and families who are here. Tomorrow we will have our 4th PCLC online fellowship. Please invite some of your pastors or ministers or lay leaders. It's a good chance also to connect some members of your tribe to join the PCLC online fellowship. Yon, timing, no? So this will be tomorrow, 2 p.m. Manila time. So even you, if you're available, then you can also watch and join this online fellowship. This is ongoing outreach through PCLC. We are connecting many of our Christian leaders to the providence. So eventually, hopefully, they can also be educated and become Cheonbo. So I think many of them already started. So we need to expand more. So anyway, this is our support also for our True Mother for the vision centering on WCLC. So as you know, Asia Pacific 2 with President Hori, Dr. Kittle. This is like the main foundation that we have here is Christianity. So using this foundation, Christian foundation, then I think Heavenly Asia Pacific 2 can support more the worldwide providence. So please don't forget, you yourself, you need to register and send to them the registration link. And then please follow up for them to join the Zoom. They can connect by Zoom. Okay, thank you very much.
And thank you so much for that very important announcement. So let's involve ourselves, invite our VIP, especially our religious leaders, to be involved. Thank you so much. So with that, then we would like to conclude our meeting with the closing prayer. They are also our host for our evening devotion this evening, and many of their tribe came to watch and listen to the message. So let's welcome our Honorable Raul Noboe Caballero for her closing prayer. Let's invite Ate Noboe for the closing prayer.
Let's pray. Our loving heavenly parents and true parents, thank you very much. Everything that you given to us, your love, as blessed couple. And we really want to give to all of the people in the Philippines the divine principle, our true parents, and your blessing. And that we want to bring this nation to you, heavenly parents. Please continue guiding, protect all the members, readers, and members, blessed couple of the Philippines and all of the world to really fulfill our goal of the Cheonbo couple, then to give joy and happiness to our heavenly parents and true parents. Thank you very much once again. I report the name Raul and Noboy Caballero, Presidential Family. Adjure.
Adjure. So with that, that concludes our 44th meeting for today, March 7, 2022. So once again, let's express our gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and our true parents, to our President Masaichi Huri for joining with us this evening, to our Chuniwon Chairman, Dr. and Mrs. Robert Esquito, to our Vice Presidents, Dr. Julius Manikdem, Reverend Ronnie, our Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo Halog, to all our Cheonbo families. Thank you so much. So let's have our group picture taking. Crystal, can you lead us on our commemorative photo? So let's open our camera for this very historical photo on our 44th meeting. Okay, so let's have our camera open. So let's everybody say, Crystal. Okay, ready, say Abuji.
Abuji.
Okay, next. Omoni.
Omoni.
Next camera. Sarangyo.
Next Amoni. Okay, big heart. Big heart. Okay, for Vision 2027. Suni. Wow, thank you so much. So God bless you. Please open your camera.
감사합니다.
Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so
See you
much
again
po.
next week.
Thank
you so much.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you
so much. Good evening, Sir Roel.
Thank you, Sir Julius.
Gandang gabi po, Senador Lopez.
Very much, everyone. Bye-bye. Good night.
Philippines.
Wag nang
Let's go.
감사합니다. arigatou gozaimasu.
Bye.
Good night.
Obayate Crystal. See you next year.
Why next year?
Walang mga vaccine.
Oh, yan. Dinanggan yan. Dinanggan yan. Patong mo lang ang kanan mo yung ulam.
Okay, thank you so much to all leaders and Cheonbo couples for joining our meeting today. So please invite more for the next meeting on Monday. Thank you so much and have a nice
Thank you so much, Pate Ron.
night.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you po, Kuya Ronald.
Thank you so much, Kuya Ron, na napaka-busy.
Thank you, Rose and Crystal.
Pati naman tibay
Kuya,
po
thank you so much. Mahina po kasi ang quiz,
Ano po yung
ang
maliw?
signal ni Madam Quiz.
Kung paano ko mapatay din.
Thank you.
Bye, Ate Rels.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye. Bukas ano daw, CIG? Ano ba yun?
Good morning.